Okay, guys, it is finished at Ellen Road. Leeds United 1, Liverpool 1. Absolute shit show. Like the last 24 hours. I mean, I don't really care about the game, to be fair. Probably should have won it, didn't win it. Mane with the goal first half, and of course, Llorente, 87th minute, equaliser. Lovely header from the corner. Bad defending. It's like our season all over, but we just weren't good enough tonight, guys. We just weren't good enough tonight. 1-1 at Ellen Road. But there's a bigger picture. There is a bigger picture at play, guys. Way bigger. Who cares now, says Jasmine. You're absolutely right. No Champions League. I can't see us getting it. I mean, we should have won that game. We didn't win it. We didn't deserve to win it. I think a draw was about right, to be fair. A draw was about right. 1-1. We could have won it near the end. Thank God the score is irrelevant, says Rod. It is irrelevant. It's absolutely irrelevant, and that's the sad fact. That's the sad, sad fact. It is irrelevant. Win, lose, or draw. Any of the last 6 games, I don't think it means anything, to be fair. Good first half. We couldn't get the second. Fair play to Leeds. Yeah, I'm not going to say much about the game because it's irrelevant, as we just said. I mean, we should have won that game. I mean, we had chances. We were 1-0 up, cruising first half, especially. Leeds, the longer it went on, and you're only 1-0, Leeds will keep going. That's the one thing about Leeds. They will keep on going. Finish 1-1. It doesn't really matter, as we say. Thank God. I'm back, says Helen. How are you, Helen? Hopefully you are okay. Hopefully you are well. Jota should have scored. That header, he had a great chance, Jota, just over the bar. Football has died, says Helen. Well, certainly something has happened, but I've got to stay on for a little while, just to delve into a little bit. We'll talk a bit about the match, of course, but it's finished 1-1. I think that's our chance gone top 4. I mean, we just couldn't get over the line, couldn't score the second. You know, just didn't do enough. Just didn't do enough tonight. You got to win games like this when you're on top. You got to win games like this. But it doesn't matter. We'll be in the European Super Cup next year. Super League, or whatever you want to call it. Newcastle next. Newcastle are playing well next. That won't be easy. Automatic European Super League qualifications, says Johnny. Says Johnny Gooch. You're absolutely right. Couldn't even enjoy watching the game. I was in and out of the game. I was like this. I did a reaction to the goal on Twitter. I went, Leeds 0, Liverpool 1. Sadio Mane with the goal. Wow. It was an underwhelmed reaction to my usual reactions where I go crazy. But I just couldn't get myself into that game at all. I'm so disappointed, says Marlon Dennis. We're all disappointed, Marlon. We are all disappointed, not only with the result tonight, but with the season, with the owners, with the European Super League, or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just, wow. I mean, crazy, crazy, crazy. But we just didn't do enough. It's tough to even talk about football, says the Cop Council, Connor. Connor, it is. I'm not going to stay on long. I'm just coming on here to, my voice is nearly going. I'm tired. I'm a little bit drained, to be fair, all day, walking around. Didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say. You know, but wow. What a 24 hours, guys. What a 24 hours. So what's left without football? I don't know, Ellen. I just don't know. Great news for Rod. Had the scan last week. No cancer. You're doing well there, Rod. You are doing well there, my friend. I cannot see Klopp staying. I mean, it's good. There is a really, really good chance that Klopp will go in the summer. I seen him. He didn't want to talk about it. He couldn't talk about it. I mean, he only found out yesterday. What's Klopp going to say? What's he going to say? The owners didn't tell him. He found out yesterday from the papers or something. So, I mean, the dressing room must be scratching their heads going, what is going on? I mean, what is going on? I know I can't see him staying either. I really can't. Fabinho missed the midfield again, says Matt Bad Robot. Yeah, absolutely. Kabak was poor. I think Jota was lively tonight. Jota was lively. Mane was lively. But, it's just another one of those microcosms of Liverpool's season. Did a lot, should have won the game, couldn't finish. A lot of chances like the Madrid game, just couldn't finish, get the second goal. It's going to be curious to see how it works out, says Zachary. Absolutely, Zach. Absolutely, my friend. Curious is not the word. It is going to be crazy in the next, even by the weekend, even tomorrow. The fallout is just going to be absolutely. I think the Premier League 14 meet tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. And then, of course, the UEFA, I think, Champions League meet on Wednesday or Thursday. But that was a non-event, really, wasn't it, at the end? A non-event. I've never said that about a Liverpool game other than maybe a pre-season friendly. But that was a game where there was a lot of stake. Well, was there a lot of stake, I suppose? I don't know. But I just want to mention, I'm wearing the Liverpool top here tonight with the LFC badge. And I did a Twitter thing earlier. People are saying, why are you wearing Liverpool top? Look, guys, I love Liverpool. I love the city. I love the club. I love the players. I love the management, Klopp. It's the owners I have a problem with. They can come and go. Owners can come and go. There's nothing to do with the players, nothing to do with Klopp, nothing to do with the stadium. It's the owners, the American owners, FSG. That's what it's all about. The board, let's say. So just because you're wearing a jersey, I'll be wearing this forever, like Liverpool forever. They won't be there forever, FSG. They won't be there maybe in fucking a year or two. You wouldn't know. So, yeah, of course I'm going to be a Liverpool fan no matter what happens. We'll probably be looking for new owners now. I just can see it kicking off, to be fair. But that result today just encapsulates it, doesn't it? Encapsulates a whole season. Played well in spells, but just didn't do enough. Couldn't finish. Once you go 1-0 up, you have to take your chances. Have to take your chances. Because there's one thing Leeds will do. They will keep on going. What the owners deserve is, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to chat about it anymore this season. I know, it's just crazy. 5 a.m. here. Good night to all. Looks like a party is over, says Rod. I was going to say sweet dreams. I didn't get a great sleep last night, but wow. I mean, it's just crazy. Wasted 94 minutes, says Jason. Pretty much, yeah. A non-event, a 1-1 non-event. Poor performance. Poor performance. Klopp, he's got 3 years left in his contract, but I can see Klopp leaving and having a sabbatical from football, maybe visiting his mother's grave if she was buried. I know, tragedies and everything this season, obviously with Alisson's dad. Alisson had a good game tonight, to be fair. Alisson's dad passed away, and of course Klopp's mum. I didn't like what I seen with Klopp tonight. I think Klopp, he was not happy. He was fuming that he'd have to face the cameras. The first figurehead of Liverpool to face the cameras, and FSG hiding in America, in Boston, or wherever they are, hiding and afraid to answer the questions. Oh my God, you know what I mean? I'm LFC till I die. No other club good enough for me. You're right, Helen. Absolutely. Me neither. That was poor, says Mark Forrest. Yeah, it didn't really matter. I mean, we won the game. If you even won the game, yeah, it's great. We lost the game, yeah, it's typical Liverpool. We drew the game. That's what it's like now. Does it even matter? Does it matter? I don't know. I don't know whether it even means anything anymore. Don't be shocked if Klopp walks tonight, says John Moore. I would be shocked if he walked tonight. I think to be honest, I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay till at least the end of the season. But I think whether he's here starting next season, I don't know. And I actually would fear that he won't be. That's my problem. That's my fear. Built by Shanks, destroyed by the Yanks. Absolutely. Eamon Kelly. Oh God, I just... That game was pretty much like Liverpool's season. Playing well at times. Loads of chances. Just can't kill the game. Loads and loads of chances, but just couldn't kill the game. You know, pretty much Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What can I say, guys? What can I say? 1-1 had finished at Elland Road. Can't take much out of that game. I don't even know who was man of the match, really, to be fair. Jota had a good game. Mane looked back to himself, got the goal, of course. Salah was on the bench. Allison probably man of the match. 2 or 3 really good saves. That's about it. I mean, nothing to take out of that game. It's a 1-1 draw. Absolutely nothing to take out of that game tonight. And it doesn't really matter. That's the sad part. It doesn't really matter. The United Liverpool game is going to be interesting on the 1st of May, isn't it? That is going to. Will there be people outside Anfield on Saturday? Is it Saturday or Sunday we play Newcastle? I think it's Saturday. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I hope he does stay, but he deserves better. Now you call your manager and you find out about last night. Total disrespect if you ask me. Well, that's it. They live in the States. They won't even get involved. They will not even get involved in making a phone call to Klopp because they know Klopp doesn't like it. He certainly doesn't like it. Most managers, I'm sure, wouldn't like the football men. They don't like it. It's businessmen. It's the businessmen that are the owners. That's the bloody problem. They're the ones who make the decisions at the top of the pyramid, as they say. Doesn't matter if there's top 4 anyway. Exactly. Who cares now? Hendo SZN. Nobody gives a. Then who should replace Klopp when he leaves? Stevie G, maybe. I don't think Stevie G would be happy with that European Super League if it happens. He'd be similar to Klopp. I just couldn't see him coming in either. He wouldn't be happy about it. He'd want different owners before he came in, I would say. I couldn't see Stevie G coming to Liverpool with FSG there. He's a Liverpool fan, remember. He's a Liverpool fan. So I cannot see Stevie G this summer or 22, unless FSG go, but I just can't see it. I can't see Stevie G coming now, Helen. Exactly. He's a Liverpool fan. He's a Liverpudlian. He's a Scouser. Are you mad? No chance. Really hard to see who would take over. You'll have money merchants taking over. The likes of Mourinho, those type that just want to come into a club for a year or two, take the money and go. I mean, I heard something today about Mourinho being sacked by Spurs. 15 million payoff. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. It should be performance-based. Performance-based. For players too. They get a basic wage. Like when you're a salesman selling a car, you get a basic wage. But if you sell cars, you get more money. You score goals, win games, you get more money. That's why football should be. Think about it. You get your basic 10, 20 grand a week. That's enough. If you score a hat-trick, you get maybe 10 grand a goal. You get a winning bonus, maybe 10, 15 grand. You win a trophy, another bonus. It's just not going to happen. Jack Mac LFC. Jack, disappointing, mate. Sorry about this morning. Jack, you can pop in now if you want. Jackie boy, I'll send you the link. I'd be interested to hear what Jackie boy has to say. Jack Mac LFC, of course. But I'll send you the link if you want to pop in, Jack. Just give me the old thumbs up trick if you're available and want to pop in. But just disappointed with the whole thing. The performance even tonight, but it didn't really matter, did it? It's just a microcosm of Liverpool's whole season. A microcosm of the whole season. 1-1. Didn't have to win it, didn't win it. A lot of chances, couldn't take them. Bang! I thought Leeds were going to win it near the end. Meetings tomorrow, we'll be thrown out with the others, methinks, says Amy Kelly. Big decisions tomorrow. Premier League 14 that are left, with the 6 leaving, the 14 left, they're going to have a big meet tomorrow. Problem is, if those 6 left the Premier League, what would the Premier League become? It'd be like the bloody Scottish League or something. It would, you know what I mean? They don't want the big 6 leaving either, because that's what brings the money in. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Wow. Wow. It's just crazy. My voice is nearly gone. Jack, if you want to come in, pop in for a few minutes. But it's an absolutely crazy 30 hours maybe, you might say. This will destroy the Premier League, says. I think it's already destroyed it. I think the damage is done. I mean, calling fans legacy fans, I don't know what you know about that, but calling the likes of me, you in the chat, following Liverpool for 20, 30 years, legacy fans. In other words, We don't really care about long-term fans. They'll always be there. They'll put up with shite. They'll put up with anything. We want new fans. We want new subscribers. We want new people. You know, that's what we want. New blood, fresh blood, more money. That's the problem. That's the problem with it. It's like a phone company when you go to change your phone. Are you a customer with a Vodafone or whatever it is? Yeah, I'm a customer. Okay, well, you'll have to pay €100 to get your phone. But if you're a new customer, you'd have to pay nothing and you get your bloody iPhone. They don't look after existing customers. They don't look after existing fans. They want new fans. That's the problem. There, baby. LCFC Boya. Top 6 run by crooks. Who would have thought it? Well, unfortunately, that is correct. It is businessmen gone mad. Really, really crazy shit. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. Not in the mood for a math test tomorrow, says Abdul. I'm not in the mood for anything tomorrow, to be honest. I wasn't in the mood for anything today. A top 4 finish wouldn't be justified because we don't deserve to finish there. Top 4 means nothing now, Jason. It means nothing. What's top 4 mean now? Absolutely nothing. So the game is irrelevant tonight. I don't know what you heard Carragher and Neville before the game started. It was an irrelevant game. Finished 1-1. Could have finished either way. Irrelevant. Like, it means nothing. You know, it absolutely meant nothing. Won't even be in the Champions League next year. Won't even be in the Premier League. If we don't play to FSG's tune, we are done. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't get it. I just do not get it anymore. I mean, it's drained me today. I mean, my usual bubbly self, jumping around the place, full of energy. But today, in the last 24 hours, since last night, didn't get a good sleep, which didn't help. But I've been in the doldrums, to say the least. It's embarrassing. Doesn't represent your club at all. It is embarrassing, boy. You can pop in if you want for a few minutes. I'll send you the link. Give me a thumbs up if you want to come in with Jack. But it's embarrassing because that's not the way Liverpool should act. That's not what Liverpool FC stands for. Certainly not what the fans stand for or the city stands for. And yet, the owners who are over in Boston or in the US, they rarely, probably even ever in Liverpool, make decisions on the phone, tell Billy Hogan, the new CEO, yeah, we'll go with it, baby. We'll go with it. Done deal. Jack Mac LFC is in the house here. Jackie boy, let's have a look at this, Jack.
How you doing, mate?
I'm not feeling too good, to be honest. I don't even give a shit about the game, Jack.
I had it on in the background, mate. It was background noise to me, really. I wanted Liverpool to win the game, don't get me wrong. Never want to see Liverpool
yeah, of course
win the game,
to win the game.
It was a very weird, surreal moment, wasn't it? And everyone at home, it was weird. Sort of never felt watching Liverpool. Obviously, the last 24 hours have really impacted the viewpoint of a lot of fans, and the Liverpool that I woke up with this morning didn't really reflect what the football club stands for and what it means to the fans. I'm just speaking. Thank you for having me on, Dave. Just speaking to a lot of people today, mate. Apologies to come speak to you this morning, mate. But I literally got no sleep last night. I couldn't go to sleep. I don't know if everyone else felt the same.
I'm drained. Yeah. I'm usually full of full of bubbles, full of energy. I'm absolutely drained all day and walking around like a zombie. I was actually on Lee Chappie's show earlier. I popped in for 10 minutes just to give Lee, a friend of LCFC Boy, their Leicester City fan channel, Lee, just a Liverpool perspective, I didn't know what to say. I was actually lost for words, and it's unusual for me to be lost for words. But I just want to say something here. Look at this in here from Tommy Walker. I mean, he's absolutely right. FSG can fuck off out of the club, following this club for 49 years, which seems to mean nothing to these owners. Do you know what you are, Tommy? A legacy fan. That's what they're calling you. They're calling Jack, me, everyone in this chat a legacy. You know what a legacy fan is? That's what they called it, Jack. That's what they called it in a meeting. One of their meetings. What a legacy fan is somebody who's following the club for a long time, and they'll put up with fucking anything because they'll follow them forever and won't change, won't, be disloyal, will always be there, buy the jersey, go to a match, buy a hot dog outside.
Yeah.
And they want new subscribers. They want new people, new markets, Africa, Asia, America, Australia. They don't care about the long-term fans. Don't give a shit.
It's all about the customer in it, mate, sadly, yes.
Yeah. Customer. What about us? We're the customer.
Yeah, we are the customer, like selling. It is a brand, and obviously it's important. We all football fans are very clever. Every single fan of a football club. We get these football clubs are big businesses and they need to function. But football of over 100 odd years, these clubs have been established for many years. The introduction of Sky was the very early stages of power shifting. Yeah, it's disgusting, mate. And obviously, what I love is the passion from not just Liverpool fans, but I've spoke to Newcastle, Arsenal, City, people outside the top 6 clubs as well tonight. Yeah. And
I know Leeds had a big something happening, didn't they? Leeds had something happening tonight outside the ground. Yeah. There was a bit of a.
There was a band playing to I think it was Benny Hill music or something when the Liverpool players were getting off the.
Do you know what? I've seen that on Twitter.
You know, it was something
money. Yeah. It's so funny in an FSG world.
Yeah. Is it the mantra now? Apparently, it was Liverpool were going with this means more, everyone, but everyone's going money means more. Now at the minute. But
a few messages here.
Everyone at home, let us know. Jürgen, not just for Jürgen, but the managers in the Premier League of these 6 clubs, and every single player, not just in the English game, but every level of football in the European game and world game. There was no dialogue between the players. Imagine if you're in a job and
did you see Klopp before the game?
He basically threw FSG under the.
Well, Jack, I fear Klopp won't be there next season. I'm telling you.
Well, everyone fully expects.
I can't fucking see
Jürgen to be gone. It wouldn't surprise me if they were quite quick in sacking Rodgers. Don't get me wrong, Rodgers didn't get the results, and it's a completely different kettle of fish. But people higher up control the power at a football club. Jürgen's got no power. The only power we have as fans is trying to impact the pockets of these big organisations and big clubs and people in charge. But at the end of the day, when they're getting 350, 400 million, they're not gonna care if we buy the kit.
What's it, 350 million or something per?
Yeah, 3.5 million. For I think it was COVID parachute, basically for all these clubs. But there's like a whole 300 odd billion apparently, in terms of an overall global vision for the thing. It's stupid money. For one to Crystal Palace from there.
Do you know what another thing? And I know Real Madrid and Barcelona are involved. And I was talking to a fellow in a shop today, and I actually mentioned it to him. Barcelona are in trouble financially, right?
All of them, yeah.
No, but they all are. And this is another reason why it speeded this up. This could have been drip fed for a year or two, that way. If there would have been crowds, because of COVID as well, it speeded it up. It's definitely speeded up. It was always on the cards. I just didn't think it would happen just like on a Sunday afternoon, you're sitting down. What? You thought it might drip feed over a few months and then bang. But to be talking about it a week after Hillsborough, to be talking about it in a pandemic, to be talking about it when you just tried to furlough your staff last year, say there was no money, then to be talking about it when the likes of Bury and all these lower league teams are being
disappeared
out the door. You know what I mean? This is the problem. It all adds up to being one big shit show.
Yeah, it's standard, mate, and it's like society. It's a reflection of society, really. The people at the top of the food chain really
Harry,
disrespecting
look,
the people at
the
the
ladies'
bottom.
football team would be
Yeah,
bollocks as well. I actually heard that they were thinking of setting up a women's champions
yeah,
European Super League with all the top, like Leon and all the top women's teams. But I mean,
yeah.
where does it leave all the other normal league teams?
It's
You know what I mean?
ramification. It's ramifications, Dave, and everyone know. I mean, it's where does this stop? Will there be sanctions in terms of transfers,
Well,
money
tomorrow's
getting
important.
spent? Yeah,
Tomorrow's
the
important. There's a
Premier
big
League's
Premier
meeting
League meeting.
tomorrow. Yeah.
All eyes on the London in the Premier League headquarters, because the 14 league teams that are left are going to be talking about what do we do with these six, six or dirty dozen or six, well, obviously six Premier League teams. What do we do with them? Do we sanction them? I mean, top four, you finish top four, you'll probably be sanctioned that you don't play in it next year anyway.
Yeah, you're probably banned from the competition for a
You'd be
good
banned.
12 months or even.
Definite bans are
definitely,
coming. Definitely bans are coming in because UEFA are going fucking mad.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Champions League. Think about it. If we were still in the Champions League against Chelsea, we would have been playing the semi. That won't be going. You know, I can't see Chelsea playing. And
there's been
Real
rumours everyone on it tonight. I seen a tweet from one of the very well respected names. Can't remember his name, but being come out there is PSG looking like they will automatically potentially be just given the Champions League, and rightly so.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've problems with PSG as well. Now, let's be fair.
Yeah,
and obviously they don't have clean hands here, Jack. And I'm telling you, they be straight the back door.
Yeah. UEFA, FIFA,
nobody
every big organisation within football has dabbled. Even Sky
Sports,
have got
Sky Sports, Sky, Nike, all these big sponsoring companies. It's all about money. That's all. They don't give a shit about the normal legacy fan, as we're called. The new legacy fan. That's the tweet. Legacy, baby. So I'd worry for the likes of Redmen TV and Anfield Rap. I mean, their whole jobs depend on Liverpool, really. You know what I mean? Being good or being bad. I mean, I don't know what Liverpool are going to do. I mean, the whole idea, I was reading a good thing today about it, saying that, I think it was on The Athletic, I'm not sure. Simon Hughes, that guy, he used to be from the Liverpool Echo, but he was saying that they want less games. They want to only play about 20 to 30 games a season where you keep the top players fresh. They don't want to play domestic. They don't want to play, the League Cup, the FA Cup have been gone for years, to be fair now. Let's be fair. But the Premier League to go under the bus as well would be huge. Absolutely
it basically
huge.
Become like what the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup have become, Dave. Last
time,
what
are you playing the Premier League for? What are you playing for? There's more money in the European Super League than Premier. You could win the European. It means fuck off.
The big thing that really got me, everyone let me know your thoughts on this as well, Dave, was could potentially, the Premier League could backtrack, say if they were to allow Liverpool and the top six to be in the Premier League, and you've got this Super League happening, you will have a case of basically, if you're playing West Brom or whoever you're playing outside top six in that group, you will have the kids playing in the Premier League, and then you'll have the main squad getting rested for the big European side. That would happen. It'd be basically what Liverpool have been doing for the last 10 years prior to us winning the FA Cup under Rafa, and obviously the Carabao Cup under Kenny as well, resting the players. I can't remember the last time Liverpool took those two competitions seriously enough.
I don't know what to do. It don't matter. We playing an amazing Super League. I call it the Super Chip League. It's fucking,
it stinks, mate, and I'm not surprised. Not just for Liverpool, and it's the ramifications for, as you mentioned, Dave, and everyone's mentioned on every platform tonight and last night. It's ramifications throughout the whole of world football. It's okay. Some fans might out there be thinking solely about themselves. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, but for me, you, Dave, brought up everyone that loves football. You've got stories to tell. Growing up as a kid. And whatever, it's all about the 11 players. If Liverpool were in League Two in the conference, I'd still be supporting them. And it's all about those 11 players on the pitch
But that's what I'm saying. People were giving out to me. I did a thing on Twitter tonight with this top, and they're going, "What? You have a cheek or you're brave to wear it." What the fuck are you talking about? I'll be a Liverpool fan forever. It's the fucking owners won't be there forever. That's the difference. And they weren't there since 1892 either. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
owners
John Holden set up the club as well.
Or what you call it? Owners come and go. Players come and go. Managers come and go. You know, that's it. It's the bleeding owners. I don't have a problem with the team or Klopp. No, they don't have nothing to do with it. So I'll still wear the bloody jersey. Don't get me wrong. Here's a good one from North Red. It's rich listening to Sky and BT taking the moral high ground on this. They spent the entire night attacking the Liverpool team. Let's hear Neville the next time United play. Yeah, a lot of it's been levelled on Liverpool, although I heard today that Real and Man United were the two big boys involved in it. They were the two pushing. And Liverpool were in behind them. Now, Liverpool can't wash their hands, obviously.
Well, you're spot on there, North, as I said before. It's every avenue. If the fans do get what we want and we eradicate this Super League and never hear from it again, then if only UEFA and all that, we need to combat. We need to take this passion towards the industries like Sky and that, because the amount of times we're getting outpriced, season tickets are getting more expensive, subscriptions for basically all your games, you can't even watch a 3 p.m. game unless you get a dodgy stream up. There's a 3 p.m. law in the UK, which is everyone else in the world can watch them. And then obviously getting into the ground, travelling away as well. What are you expecting, Dave, and everyone at home? They're expecting everyone to fork up like 2K a week to go over to America and Dubai and wherever.
I said earlier in the stream, do you know what they should do? Players, I know it never happened, but players should be on like it's like a car salesman. You're on a basic wage, right? A good basic wage. If the more cars you sell, the more bonus and wage you get. So in other words, you get 10, 20 grand a week for playing for Liverpool.
Yeah.
You win games, you get a win bonus. You score goals, you get a goal bonus, and you win trophies, you get a bleeding trophy bonus. It gives you an imperative to win. Maybe even more, maybe 50 grand a week. But what I'm saying is these guys are on half a bleeding million a week, no matter how good they are, no matter how many goals they score. It doesn't matter. They're going to get it every bloody week because that's the contract. It's gone crazy money. It's been going like this for the last 10 years. And this is just an accumulation of the pyramid, as they call it. And I just don't know what's going to happen, Jack. This week is interesting. You've got Premier League meeting tomorrow, and you've got your UEFA Champions League guys meeting. I think it's Thursday. I'm not sure.
Yeah, where's going to be the precipice? Where's going to be the point in which all this stops? The greed?
I don't know.
I don't think I think this is the iceberg. It's the tip of the iceberg, really.
This is and Liverpool are the bleeding Titanic. Hitting the iceberg. That's the problem. We're going down, baby.
Yeah, spot on there, Tom. I was spot on. Neville did talk about Man United yesterday. And obviously him being an owner of a football club as well. Interesting. He has got his say. It's just disgusting, mate. It's sort of needs to give, and obviously Jürgen, he's contracted. But I tell you, it wouldn't surprise me the way
I'm worried about Klopp. I'm worried about Klopp now.
It wouldn't surprise me if we wake up tomorrow and he's gone. That would not be surprised.
Yeah. Because of the fact it doesn't matter to wait to the end of the season, because the last 6 games mean fuck all now anyway. So even if they got into the top 4, they probably won't even be in it. So he will have a meeting, I'd say, with Liverpool, because he's away from Anfield, he's away from Liverpool, he was at Leeds, he probably, overnight job, and then he found out last night. So when he gets back to Kirby tonight, or say tomorrow, I'd say he'd be on the phone. I'd say he'd be on the phone to Henry or whoever,
Even all the players, Henderson, obviously, he was quite good with getting all the players in the Premier League due to the COVID campaign for the NHS. He'd done a lot of stuff. So surely the players have to be speaking to one another behind closed doors and communicating. They're either with the viewpoint of, oh, we're made up, we're getting more money. But there's a bit of me. There's got to be players that love the game. Yeah. Not all of them are greedy. But you never know. We don't live behind closed doors. We don't see these players. Yes, they get big wages. We see them play for the shirt, but
it's when the agents. Do you know what? Do you know what it is, Jack? The fucking agents are ruining the game as well. Those agents. It's
That's
not
another
even the players.
aspect.
It's those. It's like Mino Riola, whatever his name is. They've been ruining the game for the last 10, 15 years, getting something like 80% of the bleeding sign-on fee. They get more than the players sometimes. They're ruining the game. The likes of bad owners are ruining the game, obviously, because they own the clubs. But those agents need to be sounded out as well.
Yeah, it's every aspect
North Red.
of the game. Yeah.
I'm sure Sky won't be offering us half-price subscriptions. What about pay-per-view matches? No screaming from Neville, Murphy, Carragats, ripping off supporters, corrupt FA, care nothing of us.
Yeah,
Legacy fans, I've told you already. No, Red,
absolutely spot
legacy
on
fans.
there. As obviously everyone's been saying, Sky on the high horse now, apparently, when it doesn't affect them. Obviously, it's FA, Sky, every aspect of football.
Well, didn't the Premier League not sign the new contract recently, the world rights for the Premier League, remember? What's going to happen there? I mean, it's going to be soon. There's going to be lawyers involved. Have they thought this through?
Yeah, most definitely, mate. It's like
there's minefields everywhere.
Yeah, these clubs, especially with the money getting branded around with this deal, supposedly, it just be smack belief. It'd be like when Man City went to the European courts with about 50 lawyers with them. Yeah,
2 tour buses full of lawyers.
Yeah,
2 tour buses.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay on long, Jack, because I'm so disappointed. I don't even care about the 1-1 tonight. Liverpool Leeds. It was secondary, to be honest, and you could even see it in the Liverpool players and the t-shirts Leeds are playing. You know, no crowd. I mean, it's just this season's been bad enough, and this just caps it off for me.
The stick that the Liverpool players are going to be getting as well from other rival fans and obviously people in the top 6 players. Don't get me wrong, they deserve the stick. The club deserves the stick, not the players and the managers.
Well, I can see Newcastle wearing t-shirts because it's at Anfield.
Yeah,
they'll definitely wear because it'll be at Anfield. You know, there's something going to happen there, but it's just I don't know what to say. It's crazy shit.
Especially really we don't even know how down the line this deal has been. All these papers could have been signed behind closed doors, and
they were.
It's
over Zoom calls, signed over Zoom calls.
Social distancing over there, thousands of miles.
Well, obviously they were signed over Zoom calls, and I'd say it was in the planning for a while. You don't just do a big, huge. JP Morgan apparently were involved in October. JP Morgan. There you go. That was 6 months
as well. Did you see the leaked email from one of the Liverpool's, one of the Billy Hogan? If you go on
CEO,
Twitter,
the new CEO.
There's a leaked email to
Billy No Mates. Billy No Mates.
Well, Billy No Job. Hopefully Billy in a couple of weeks. But yeah, it's disgusting, mate. And we just got to stick together as fans and just get behind Klopp. And I swear, if they sack anywhere near, if they even considered a notion, it's just mad. Liverpool waited 30 years.
They won't sack Klopp. They'll make him walk. You know what I mean? They certainly won't sack him. They'll make him. It's so awkward for him that he'll have to walk. You know that way. That'll make it look like he left rather than. They won't sack him. There's no chance they're going to sack him. They'll make him walk though. If he's going to go, if he makes an awkward, say an awkward phone call tomorrow saying, "I can't continue," you know, my legacy basically is going to be ruined here because we all know what Klopp stands for: club, family, fans, you know, that type of thing. I just can't see him staying. I can't see him there next season. Even maybe the end of this season. I don't know.
Yeah, no to the SL. Yeah, spot on there, mate.
Jack, I think my energy's gone. I'm absolutely.
I'm going to be doing a show tomorrow, I think, mate. If you want to, you're welcome to join. Everyone on the channel. I'll try and get a couple of people on, obviously, with different clubs. I think it might be quite a big video. But I'll try and get everyone's viewpoints or just get videos.
It'd be good to try and get fans from the 6 clubs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
Chelsea,
I'll try and sort that if I possibly can, mate. But I'll let you go, La, and everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for letting me come on, Dave.
No problem,
weird situation that we all do find ourselves in. Crazy times.
I heard he went in on Gary Neville. Is it true? Who went in on him? Says Hawk. I don't know. Listen, it finished 1-1 at Ellen Road tonight. It didn't really matter. The game was secondary to the crazy madness talk about this idiotic super bleeding league. It's money, greed FC against money FC and FSG and a referee.
Basically, Spirit of Shankly, obviously, Did you read their statements? They
I
released
did,
the
yeah,
official,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Spy on Cop 1906
Yeah.
and all these type of guys. Of course, listen, heartbroken. I'm going to go to bed. I'll talk to you soon. Jack McLFC, thanks very much for coming in. Everybody in the chat, guys, we're disappointed. I don't care about the result. I'll be doing something tomorrow. I might pop in with Jack as well. But I was going to say this means more, but this means more money. That's what it's all about,
Money
guys. Stay
means more.
safe. Cheers.